if you live or do something long enough, you're gonna face it. You do. Just remember what got you there. Just stick with it. You'll make it through. Let's say when I was at GP, didn't nobody want to be utility. So hey Rob, you be utility. Why I want to do it? Nobody else want to do it. Me being me. All right, I do it.
Yeah.
So I figured out a way to make the job a Rob job, right? Now everybody and their mama want to be utility now, right? So I'm like, all right, put you on the table. Okay. I struggled like a mother the first couple months on the table.
Mm-hmm.
But like everything else, I figured out how to do Raw. But it just show you the different steps.
Yeah.
You might start off as the no-namer. If you work hard enough doing it,
Right.
eventually you might be that guy. You know what I'm saying?
They be like what it be like you already know what it is. It's your boy Calvin Lightmy Way, and this is Cut the Noise, Growing Through Conversation. Today I got a special guest, my boy, my homie, none other than Mr. Rob Smith. What's going on, dog?
Yeah, what's going on with you, dog?
Man, ain't nothing to it, bro. But in celebration of my dog getting this new job,
oh yeah,
my boy out here with me. You know what I mean? We moved to the pharmaceutical industry. We ain't selling dope. But man, congratulations on the job.
I appreciate it.
Man, what are your thoughts so far about your new position?
Seem more laid back than my other jobs.
Right.
I was leaning towards trying to find something like that.
Right.
Yeah, I get tired of getting beat up a lot. At my old jobs, I was like,
Right. So, like, when it comes to jobs, what type of work have you done in the past, bro?
I hung birds at Butterball.
Mm-hmm.
I did that for about 7 years, and then I went to GP, slung a little wood. No pun intended. and so that's about it. Well, before all that, I was a dishwasher at a Taste of Country.
Yeah.
Way back in the day.
Oh yeah. So like, how long did you work these other jobs?
Butterball was 7, GP was 11, and Taste of Country.
You don't have to count that.
Okay, all right.
You ain't got to count that. Shoot, that's 17 years of working, cuz.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's what's up. How old your oldest child?
14.
14. See, my man been working before he had to work. I said,
Oh yeah.
Let's say once you get these babies, boy, it's like I got to work now, dog.
Mm-hmm.
But nah, man, that's amazing. So how would you say the jobs that you had in the past have prepared you for your present?
No lie, Kyle. Everything that I done at Butterball and most of the stuff I did at GP, I'm doing it at. So I was just telling Mo, I was like, man, everything I done on my last 2 jobs, I'm doing here. So it shouldn't be no big transition.
Right.
No more than the hours working at night. But
bruh, so that's one thing I gotta say is for me, it was like the exact same thing. Because before I was there, I was working in the pig industry. You know, I'm working on the hog farm.
Oh yeah.
I'm loading trucks. You know what I mean? But the funny thing is, the way you do anything is how you do everything.
Yep.
You know what I mean? If I think you said it on an earlier podcast we did, was you can't teach people to work hard. Either they got it or they don't.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And whenever I was working on the hog joint, I was wearing coveralls. I was wearing rubber boots. Mind you, I was stomping through some mush.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was dealing with pigs, and at times I had to, cull out animals, kill hogs. You know what I mean? So I was doing the dirty work.
Yeah.
Then when I moved to the pharmaceutical industry, I'm wearing coveralls.
Yep.
I'm wearing rubber boots.
Mm-hmm.
Now the fabric a little different.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The environment is different because I'm not outside. I'm not working with livestock, but I'm literally in the same quote unquote uniform.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And a lot of times people feel like, oh man, this is a different industry. It's a different thing. But I ain't never went to a job, bro, where you ain't get no training.
Right. Mm-hmm.
But I seen, I think it was on Instagram. There was a brother. He was like, "Man, y'all need to start lying on your resumes."
Mm-hmm.
You might not want to do that. But he said, "Man, just get the job, man. Get the job. They're gonna train you anyway." Yep. He was being funny, I think, but realistically, that's why you get the job. Yep. Based off of your work history and your ability to do something in the same vein, maybe not the same job, but they're gonna train you for what you don't know.
Yep. That's what I told my man when he was interviewing me. I said, he said, you just want to start doing something that you never had. Hey, the only thing you got to do is just show me how to do it, and we'll let the rest follow.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Cause when I went to GP, I ain't know nothing about plywood and all that stuff.
Right.
They taught me though.
Right.
The same thing with butterball.
Right. So you don't just go in day one and start throwing birds on the hook, right? You know what I mean? They give you some play by play. They give you some protocol, and they probably even lead you down a path where you start doing something simple, right? Mm-hmm. And then they build you up based off of what they see out of you. Mm-hmm. See, that's the thing about life, man. A lot of times we look for things to just happen.
Yeah.
We look for situations just flip in our favor where we can get the end result. Mm-hmm. But there's a process.
Got to be a process.
There's a process. Even in the interview, I think I did a video a little while back where I was talking about interview advice. What type of advice would you give a young brother or even a sister that's sitting down at an interview? What would your main advice be for them, bro?
I'll be honest as possible and real as possible, because some people can see through that mess. Yeah. And then, you know what I'm saying? Then whenever, let's say they don't see through it, and you lied about everything. Then when they hire you, be like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Now they ain't gonna believe nothing you got going on. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So honesty, honesty, and being straight up. I like that. Mm-hmm. From my perspective, I'd say in an interview, I say confidence.
Oh yeah,
it's so important. Mm-hmm. And I mean, with honesty, if you honest, you got to be confident in what you're saying anyway. Yeah. But there's no reason not to be confident because you're telling you the truth.
Yep.
Right? But confidence, and another tip I would say, which is natural for cats like us, but bring some humor in the room.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think humor wins people over. But you can win people over a whole lot better with sugar than you can salt. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Yeah. In other words, if you funny, if you're likable, if you're entertaining, not like you tap dancing for the man, but you can be memorable.
Yeah.
Because if let's say people they're interviewing, let's say 4-5 people, or let's say 20 people. Mm-hmm. Why they gonna pick you?
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. You gotta be memorable. You gotta put down an impression and make people feel like I'd like to be around this cat. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? What do you think about that, dog?
I agree with you on that, because no matter where I go, I got to say something funny. And then next thing I say, hey man, that's that cat that said, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
it'll almost build your character or your personality for them. So lock in on that.
Yeah.
So
hey, but if you ain't funny, don't try to be funny. Nah, then you just come off weird.
Yeah. that is true, man. That's why I think like some of the best actors and comedians are comedians. Mm-hmm. Because you can't act funny. You either are or you aren't. You know what I mean? But you can fake or pretend like any other range of emotion. Mm-hmm. But comedy is something that's so genuine. Yep. I think that's why like people with a sense of humor or have that comedic vibe are so likable. Mm-hmm. But going back to our topic, nothing being lost, can you think of a point in your life where you went through a situation and didn't quite go your way, but you learned something for your next situation? That sounds like an interview question, don't it? Yeah. That sounds like an interview question. That's how them boys hit you.
Yeah.
Because I asked that because a lot of times we have quote unquote failed experiences or things don't go our way, and we feel like, oh man, that we failed. It didn't work out. But a lot of times those failures are just setups where we can, how Joe Osteen said, it's preparation for a comeback.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a setup for a comeback. But me personally, I remember the first time I had an interview at the facility, right? I didn't get the job. But in the interview, I was talking about how, you know, if the position's for me, if God says it for me, it's for me. I'm in there talking like I ain't got the job.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? Like a lot of times we have this idea in our mind that being humble is so righteous, so holy. It's great. You know, so if I'm humble, you know, oh man, you know, they'll make a way.
Yeah.
But sometimes when you're humble, they say, oh yeah, we're gonna go another way. But next go round, I had got another interview a few months later, and on the way to the job, I was in the car and I was listening to Mary Mary, and it was Go Get Your Blessing. I literally hated this song before this day.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I really didn't like this song. I thought it was one of the cheesiest songs. But on my way to this interview, I was listening to the song, and I'm like, go get it. I can't stand it. But I'm like, yo, it spoke to me. And it was like, yo, if you want this job, go get it. Go get it. So I'm sitting in the interview after that. I'm there, you know, got my little dress shirt on and stuff, trying to look professional. And they start going through their question spiel, and they hit me with a similar question. It was like, how would you feel if you didn't get this job? And my reply, not no super humble, you know, if it's for me, it's for me. I said, I feel bad for y'all.
Oh yeah.
He said, what you mean? I said, because y'all wouldn't have got the best candidate.
Right.
I mean, if y'all looking for the best candidate, y'all will obviously hire me.
Right.
But if y'all didn't, I feel bad for the company because they wouldn't have my talent. And the face that they made was like, yo, they were blown back. Like,
oh yeah,
I wasn't expecting that because it was a different group of people that interviewed me. But it was like, they didn't see that level of confidence coming. They didn't know that they was gonna have a response where you're like, nah, he the one. Even if he ain't the one, he sure act like he the one. He sure act like he the one. Let's give him a shot. But to get a no and then take the lessons from the no so that you can turn it into a yes is in truth the ability to leave nothing left, leave nothing on the table. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ain't nothing wasted. You can learn from everything, bro.
Oh yeah.
But
so you even learn more from no or a let down or whatever you want to call it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Because if you think about it, even in like relationships, marriages, if there's something wrong, you can fix it. You can repair, you can adjust, you can pivot. On the football field.
I was just about to say that. Yeah.
Well, go ahead then.
Yeah, hey, let's say you getting drugged every week, right? But every week you getting drugged even less. Sooner or later you gonna win.
Right.
Why? Because you're learning from getting drugged each week.
Right.
But if you always win, you gonna notice, you gonna see the little things that's doing wrong, but you ain't gonna pay too much attention to them because you win.
That ain't where your focus is.
You gonna run into Wallace or James Keenan. No. They're gonna thump their head for you, and then and then all them Princetons, those Johnsons, and them, eating them cupcake teams.
Yeah.
Hey.
Dang, he called them cupcakes.
Yeah, they were cupcakes compared to Wallace and James
Keenan.
Yeah.
But see, that's the thing. You have to go through adversity. You gotta go through some of them hitters that'll show you where your flaws are. Because think about it. Would you really want to have a cupcake season in your life, and then the championship time to play,
Whew.
and now you got to go against a beast.
Mm.
You got to go against somebody that's been through adversity, that's
Mm-hmm.
been down by 20 and came back and won the game.
Yeah.
You know, like, they got a different level of hunger.
Mm-hmm.
But if you've been playing little patty cake league,
Mm.
it's
Yeah,
gonna,
you're gonna know what to do. You be like, oh, what I'm gonna do?
it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough for you.
Get back on that bus and go home.
So everybody on the bus ride quiet.
Quiet. Mm-hmm.
But see, what would you say to a person, preferably a younger person,
Mm-hmm.
that hasn't had a taste of adversity, that hasn't took a L, that hasn't really went up against real competition? What advice would you give them?
If you live or do something long enough, you're gonna face it. Just when you do, just remember what got you there, and just stick with it. You'll make it through. You'll make it through.
I like that, bro. You gotta push, man.
Gotta push through.
You gotta push.
My bad.
You
But,
gonna take that?
Let's say when I was at GP, didn't nobody want to be utility. So hey Rob, you be utility. Yeah, man, I don't want to be utility. Why I want to do what nobody else want to do? So all right, me being me. All right, I do it.
Yeah.
So I figured out a way to make the job a Rob job, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now everybody and their mama want to be utility now, right? So I'm like, all right, go ahead. So, all right, Rob, we're gonna put you on the table. Okay. I struggled like a mother the first couple months on the table.
Mm-hmm.
But then, hey, like everything else, I figured out how to do Raw.
Right.
Now everybody want to work with Raw. No, hey, come on now. So I was all right with that until
Yeah.
they start putting them handicapped people, or the people that can't work with.
Yeah.
I was like, hey guys, woo,
Flag on the play.
yeah, we ain't gonna keep doing this now. But yeah, I went from being that guy, the struggling guy, to the guy everybody wanted to work with, to hey, we'll just put anybody with Rob because he'll carry the load. But they got old quick. But but it just show you the different steps there is in life, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You might start off as the no-namer,
Yeah.
but sooner or later, if you work hard enough and keep doing it,
Right.
eventually you might be that guy. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Man, that's amazing.
mhm.
That's real, dog. Hey, quick thing, man. I might pivot a little bit here.
Mhm.
But one thing I gotta say about you, bro, is your heart. Like, you have like one of the most genuine hearts. And one thing, last year was a real rough year.
Oh yeah.
When your wife Mo went through her situation with COVID and was in a coma for how long?
What, 3 months?
Good God.
Mm-hmm.
Scary time.
Yeah.
But I must say, I'm pretty sure you were worried.
Oh yeah.
I'm pretty sure you were stressed.
Mhm.
But you never showed that. You always showed a level of confidence,
Oh yeah.
of faith, and how did you do that, brother?
Well, it started off. I didn't understand what they were saying. So I'll be honest with you. So, but the more I started understanding what they were saying, I was like, oh man, this is way serious than I thought it was.
Right.
So I can't. Okay, so if I am worried, I could be worried when I'm by myself. But I can't go home and let telling them see it.
Right.
Now they worried, So I just try, just believe God was going, whatever the outcome was going to be, He was going to make it all right.
Right.
So I just stood on that, and
So what did you do in those quiet places when you were alone? What helped you to get through?
I cried and prayed, and just I like to think of the happier times that we had. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So that got me through a lot, and she left some instructions for me to do.
Mm-hmm.
She said, "Now I'm not saying that something's gonna happen to me, but we don't never know." So she gave me a song to listen to. So I would listen to the song, or I might go back and read what she wrote me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just to feel close to her or whatever.
Yeah.
But I just try to keep it as simple as possible, because whenever you try to do, I do what God got planned.
Yeah.
that's when you gonna really, you know what I'm saying.
Woo!
So hey, I just try to stay within my means. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying.
Yeah, man, I like that
Mm-hmm.
because it's real.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of times in life, bro, people make it seem like brothers ain't got no feelings.
Right.
That we do have to deal alone a lot of times, and in your case, that's pretty much what you did.
Yeah.
But you went to God.
Mm-hmm.
You weren't alone.
Nah, I'm on.
And I'm pretty sure you had folks looking out for you too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Y'all were there for me.
But that emotional, spiritual comfort, to me, it sounded like it really came from your alone time with God.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
So did you learn anything about yourself through the situation?
Yeah. I learned that I don't always listen that well. So I found out I need to work on that a little bit.
Right.
But as far as like, I didn't really know all that. Like, I already knew, I'm a little spiritual, but I didn't realize how spiritual I was until I had that relationship, that small time of frame with God. You know what I'm saying? I was like, oh man. So this is what I'm missing out on. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I need to be doing this more often instead of, looking at stuff I be looking at. All the wrong stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I learned, like, there's nothing in this world that I should put before God. Cause look what he did. He spared my family. You know what I'm saying? He kept us together.
Right.
Kept me sane. Kept the kids from going nuts.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I owe him more than more than I can give. You know what I'm saying? Cause he really did look out for us. So
man, that's beautiful, dog.
Mm-hmm.
Well, just to pivot just a tad, I truly appreciate you sharing that, bro.
Oh yeah.
But when it comes to those lessons, even from work, from building your faith, what is, and you might not even thought about this, but what is your particular outlook for the future? What are you looking forward towards? What are you seeing down the road 5 years from now, bro?
5 years from now? I know I'm hoping to be better as a family, better family oriented, where we spend more time maybe traveling and stuff like that. I want to be better well off financially also. Maybe we get a house soon.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it's coming.
Oh yeah. So the normal stuff.
Right. Just the family, the picture, the image being more clear, being more fulfilled.
Yeah.
I got you, dog.
Because working at GP, we spending more time there than anything. You know what I'm saying? And I remember one time, Michaela said, "Hey, Dad, can we go such and such?" And before I could answer, she said, I know, you got to go to work." Kind of hurt my feelings.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, but wasn't nothing really I could do because I got to work.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So now we won't be having that conversation no more because I'm off more now.
Right,
you know
right. Your schedules got a lot more open spaces on them.
Yep.
Man, that's beautiful, man. And you ain't got that mandatory overtime.
They say it ain't mandatory until it's time to work it. Then now it's mandatory.
Now it's every time.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Y'all said in the interview that we might have overtime here and there. This is every day now.
Right. No, that's wild, bro. Could you explain that, like how that worked? Just you ain't got to say who it was, the company. Okay. But when you went through the interview process, how did that happen, bro? When they were talking about overtime,
this is what they said. They said they got an overtime list, and they go by the overtime list. They said you might have overtime maybe 3 or 4 days, maybe.
Yeah.
But it ain't mandatory. That's what they say. It's not mandatory.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But they ain't tell you only can refuse it twice, and then you gone. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Yeah. You learn that when you get over there and start saying, "No, I don't want to do it."
Like, nah, I ain't doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So you telling me they asked if you were interested in overtime to get on the list?
Mm-hmm. Oh no! You get put on the list regardless.
Oh, you
on the list
regardless.
Regardless, you get put on that list regardless.
And then it just go down the list.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Ooh.
And for the last 3 years,
Mm-hmm.
3 or 4, about 3 years, overtime been about every day. Yep, about every day.
So you had to work over.
Mm-hmm. You either coming in early at 3 o'clock. Well, I'm on first shift.
Mm-hmm.
You either coming in early at 3.
You was on first shift.
Yeah, I was on first shift.
You ain't there no more.
Oh no, But first shift, you go in at 3
Mm-hmm.
and get off at whatever time they say you can go.
What was the regular time to get off?
About 3:45, 4 o'clock.
So 12 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then if you had overtime, then what?
No, that is overtime. Oh, you talking about without the overtime? Without overtime, yeah, about 3:30, 4 o'clock.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. But if you had to come in early, that's 3 o'clock in the morning, and then if you had to stay over, that's 7 o'clock at night. Mm-hmm.
7 o'clock.
Mm-hmm. So you'll work from 7 to 7, or 3 to 3.
Lord have mercy.
Mm-hmm.
They're wilding, bro.
Yeah. And then sometimes if you come in early, right?
Mm-hmm.
Never if you stay over. Only if you come in early. Yeah, let's say the boy messed up some loads and stuff, right? So now it might take you a couple more hours to get through the loads and stuff. So now you working 14 hours, 15 hours. You know what I'm saying? Then still had to come in the next day at 3 o'clock. They didn't care about that.
Nah, man, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Your state of mind, your workplace to home ratio, it's all important towards your mental health.
Mm-hmm.
If you ain't looking at calculating how long you're gonna be at a facility or working or on your computer, you got to figure that out.
Mm-hmm.
Because if you don't, you're gonna become a prisoner to the job.
Yep.
Like a lot of times we work and we do it so that we can provide for our families. As man, that's pretty much what we centered on, right? But whenever you're working for something that you're not even a part of anymore, it's almost like you miss everything just so that you could pay for it.
Yep.
That ain't living, bro. That ain't living. And for anybody out there that's in a situation that's looking for more, want to figure out how they can get out, first off, seek God.
Mm-hmm.
Clean up your resume.
Mm-hmm.
And seek after guidance from God, your exit.
Mm-hmm.
Your exit. Because you can find you another job.
Yeah.
Somebody always hiring.
Mm-hmm.
And if you don't have certain education, you can take trades, you can take classes, you can get up out of there.
Mm-hmm.
And then plus you look at the internet game, there's so much money out there.
Mm-hmm.
You can get you some bread. Trust me, you can get you some bread. Don't be a prisoner to the job, man. Because you got to live life, man.
Yeah.
Like you said, man, like, why not travel?
Yeah.
Why not see the world? Why not experience something? Because time is literally way more valuable than any money.
Yeah.
Time. Because when we work, that's what we're selling. We're not working for money. We're selling our time for money. That's really what we're doing. And this is not to bash jobs or anything, 'cause I still work one myself. Working on my exit strategy.
I know that's right.
But you have to work that job, but get paid the most that you possibly can. Maximize your earning potential. Because if you're gonna work anyway, why not get paid more?
Right. Mm-hmm.
Why not get paid more? If you working 40 hours a week for $5 an hour, why not get paid 7?
Right.
Why not get paid 10?
Mm-hmm.
If you got the ability to skill, why not get paid 15?
Mm-hmm.
Go for it. Chase after it. we cannot limit ourselves to what other people say is possible for us.
Right.
We cannot limit ourselves to even what we think is possible for us.
Mm-hmm.
We have to expand our minds and reach and go for more. Not in a cocky way, not in a boastful way, but the time that we got is valuable. And if you're not maximizing that time by living a life of love, living a life filled with the Spirit of God, living a life filled with your family and creating memories, what are you doing?
Right.
Let's not waste it.
Mm-mm.
Let's not waste any of it. Mm-hmm. Let's learn from our past and take that and make better decisions.
Yeah. Hey, because as far as the job,
mm-hmm.
whatever talent you do got, they gonna try to use your talent.
Yes, sir.
And pay you less money as they can.
Yes.
Because at my last job, they always have us doing this extra stuff,
mm-hmm.
and will never give us the extra pay to come along with.
Right.
Cause I guess in their mind, hey, if I can get him to do this, then I ain't got to pay this guy $30 to do it because they gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? For what? $20 an hour.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So know your worth and don't settle.
Don't settle.
Mm-hmm.
Don't settle. Let's push. Let's go. Let's grow.
Mm-hmm.
Bruh, do you have any topics on your mind that you want to talk about in particular?
Yeah, man. I wanna help our younger generation to become like better people than we are now, because I can see where it's headed at,
Mm-hmm.
and I know the song say that children are our future.
Yeah.
That's real.
Yeah.
So I wish we could like get something together where we can help them mentally and physically prepare them for what's coming. You know what I'm saying? Because right now they probably think life's cupcakes and lollipops and stuff. We need to get them where like I ain't gonna say we were raised the best in the world,
right.
but I think we were better prepared than what they trying to do for them.
Yeah.
See, right now they getting them to be lab rats playing on computers and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But what if all that fails? Then what they gonna do? They're gonna be lost. They're gonna be looking for the next computer. Hey, there ain't gonna be no next computer. You know what I'm saying? So I would tell them more one day I was the church, the dudes at church, we would like come together and get all the young folks and just like teach them different stuff. You know what I'm saying? I was thinking like, since you real good with tactical stuff and like preparing for stuff,
right? You
could teach. You teach us that. Deep, teach us how to work on stuff, just like that. You know, like cars and stuff.
Yeah.
And Pastor and Mallory, they can do the whole spiritual thing. Barry do the whole spiritual thing. Like, hey guys, yes, being physical is good, but still mentally and spiritually, I think that kind of coexists. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, but I won't mind doing something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so what if there was like a program, like a course or program that taught these type of things? Do you think that'd be something?
Yeah.
Like what in your opinion, what would be something dope to be in a course like that for the younger generation coming up, or even people like right behind us, that need that extra? What kind of stuff you talking about teaching, dog?
Preparation. So you got to stay prepared.
Right.
What else?
So I got y'all.
Like I said, something dealing with mental, spiritual, financial, because ain't no way around that one. You know
you gotta have that bread, though, and you gotta be responsible with that bread.
Yup.
Yeah, I just want y'all to know, man, I got like something in the works for all that.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir. See, man, you done made me a little commercial.
Yeah. Yeah, I was telling Mo,
Yeah.
all that, man, because they really gonna, you know what I'm saying? The way people going away from here now.
Yeah.
Hey, we can't learn from the old folks no more, cause they about gone, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. The generations that raised us, they are.
Mm-hmm.
They heading up out of here, or they've got so elderly that now they done got soft.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's usually what happened anyway. You know what I mean? As we age, we start to get more lighthearted. We start to not, necessarily be warriors.
Mm-hmm.
But the ability to work, the ability to grind, the ability to see a need, like you say, and fill the gap. That's what we need more of. But I really do got something in the works, and we'll talk about that offline. I'll let y'all know about that. You know what I mean? But most definitely, bro. Conversation is one of the most powerful tools because we get to have my thoughts and your thoughts cross.
Oh yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And I might not be thinking about a thing, but you bring something on the table, and now it's got me moving. It's got me changing direction, and vice versa. Like, that's the power of conversation. But an issue with just conversation is people have the tendency to start living in a zone of debates.
Oh yeah.
Where they don't actually do anything, and that's sad to me.
Yeah.
So we talk about it, get an action plan, and then get to word of the year, y'all. Work.
Mm-hmm.
It's time to get to work. So without further ado, I'm gonna close us out. You got anything on your heart that you feel to say to the world? Any messages? Okay. Well, till next time, stay positive, stay productive, and remember, ain't nothing wasted. Everything that you've been through can be used to get you to what you're about to go through next. Accept the challenge, accept the push, accept the battle, because your victory is just on the other side. Till next time, lights out. Chill.